It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaFleur. Force. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. And, of course, Julius Randle. Part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first. Points of the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Now here's Edwards. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game.
Anthony Edwards.
That one falls.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
A three for DiVincenzo. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And finished off by Siakam.
You can tell Siakam has this action down. He knows just when to roll off the pick and receive the ball.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice.
And that's a rare trait for a wing. Over the course of his career, most of Butler's points have come in the paint.
Pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Jackson Davis.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's McDaniels. And it's Melton with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 3. Outside Curry. Pass to Melton. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Now here's Curry. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
Yeah, that shot almost feels like a layup for Steph at this point in his career.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Kevin?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's DiVincenzo. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team, fairly deep, with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Edwards inside, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. And can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports. Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Kuminga goes in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Thomas. What a terrific move that was.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
And the slam by Moody.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Edwards. Warriors with the rebound.
Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
It doesn't go for him.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Inside, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his first basket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Thomas. That one good for 2. Thomas got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Here's Thomas. The layup missed. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Now Mitchell. Baron Shea. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside Thomas. Ball's knocked loose. Mitchell with the steal. Here's Shannon. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Well, he had the spotlight. Why not add a little flair? Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Here's Shannon. No scoring in this one. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Warriors with some changes. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Warriors with the rebound. Curry looking around. Fires for 3. Jackson Davis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Here's Bull. Pass to Shannon. 6 to shoot. Back to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
On its way from Curry for 2. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Here's Shannon. Jams it in off the great move.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back over to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The Warriors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And time. Now called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Timberwolves making a switch here. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. And it's off from three-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to put him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Pass to Butler. It's deflected. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Warriors trailed by 4. To the middle.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry buries the 3-shot.
And we've seen this so many times. A hot start by Curry. And once he gets rolling like this, there's not much the defense can do.
Pass to Shannon. Siakam outside. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. The Warriors trailing. Down low. driving in. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
Here's Melton. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
Here's DiVincenzo. And that one drops. And now a three-point Timberwolves lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
Oh, great scorer and passer. Defenses have to respect both, and he fooled them there with the pump fake.
When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Here's Butler. And here's Butler with the flush.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, he got downhill, and he was looking to attack the rim. Jimmy Butler, what a finish.
Pass to Mitchell. Clock at 6. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Upside Thomas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Substitution for your Warriors. Number 10.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Clark.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Butler deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Butler gets a step. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you could talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
And it's the Warriors on the break, and Kuminga throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Butler. It's Clark with the rebound. And Clark has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards, no good. And it's the Warriors on the break. And there's the bucket from Kuminga. Kuminga's got 6 in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Count it.
Yeah, inside, Bolt does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Thomas, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Edwards launches it from deep. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And the team adopts the personality of Jimmy Butler. He can alter a team's culture.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. We've got 22 seconds left in the 3rd. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. 2 points. That one goes. Thomas got 6.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
There's McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Warriors lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Timberwolves trail by 5. And that's an intentional foul. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told us guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
You know, all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Man, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now here's Gobert. Oh, that was amazing!
Oh, my goodness.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. It's tipped to the inside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. To the paint. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. And finished off by McDaniel.
A smart play by Edwards. Comes up with the steal and then just gets the ball up the court.
Curry wide open. No good with the triple.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Siakam, right side. Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Butler into the lane.
And when the game is tight, Jimmy Butler finds a way.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Oh, the slam dunk.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
The putback. Oh, hits the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Curry. The Warriors trail.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Butler up top. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Now Bull, big-time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the lead.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. They double-team Curry. Butler with the ball. And there's the dunk.
Well, it's Butler's night. They have gone to him repeatedly, and you see why.
So they foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Up top, Edwards. Here's McDaniel. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can handle the second. And he does get the second one. And that ties the game up.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Stephen Curry sees him with the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. McDaniels fires. Jumper is off.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Green, the screen. Beyond the arc. Gobert there for the rebound.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
And the insane athleticism of Siakam excels at probing inside and making the D get aggressive.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to one. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Missed on the 3. Curry. 3. Good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed.